I'm Grump. I'm not so Grump. And we're the Game Grumps.
If he's sad, it makes you instantly sad. It's like a sad Japanese man. Like, that's an instant bad mood if you're looking at that.
It just comes up. It's like, Hoshi? Did you have a good day? Like, no.
It was a bad day.
Well,
Oh god, I'm making myself sad just doing the voice.
what happened? Like, I just don't want to burden you with my problem.
Did you
Maybe I can make you feel better about it. Like, no,
No.
this particular problem.
Some battles you just have to fight alone. Back to back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Brony Show, episode 367. We are here to try to bring you the merriment that is not in my life today. But we won't burden you with all of that, no. We're going to give you all of the fun of the community for this week. But I am not here by myself, no. I have with me 3 people that will join me in a random shenanigans. We are joined by Textillion.
Hey.
We have Suki of the Better Than show Taku Ascended.
Yep.
And we also have a robot that is more pitiful than I could be.
You can't be more pitiful than me. Always me.
That was the worst impression. I actually feel sad for you now.
Wait
Who
a
said
minute.
it was an impression?
Wait a minute. I wasn't paying attention when you were setting all this up. Are you trying to do sad Hoshi?
Am I doing a decent job?
No!
Oh, that makes me so disappointed.
It wasn't a surprise.
That
for
isn't even
me.
what. Oh God, jeez.
I was doing Eeyore, you son of a gun. I was
You-
doing damn Eeyore.
You were not doing an Eeyore. I don't know what that was. You just talking really low. No, with Eeyore, you gotta get down in the balls. No, whatever. What? What the? No.
Yeah, I can go that low just by breathing in deep enough and going to the chest.
We're talking Igor, not Igorador, the power of whatever the hell. I'm missing the faintly observed. I know I'm missing the accent. I have a. You know, I could do accents, but I'm also really paranoid of PC culture just completely destroying me just because I decide to inflect something. Go figure, right?
Don't worry, Circuit. Oh, I will take the bullet on this one.
That's well. It's all responsibility. Let's move on here. But yes, we have a lot to talk about today. Yeah, the show may be over, but community is still going strong, and we do got quite a bit. But we're gonna jump in a little bit first into our normal weekly segment to give people a chance to prop up on their soapbox. And of course, we do it with a little "What's up, Brony?" So I have to ask all of you, what's up, my bronies?
Not bad. Today's my mother's, 57 or 56? I forget which at the moment. Birthday. Yes, I was born a week before my mother's birthday.
I don't think
Yeah,
anybody
that
was
was-
counting.
Second, last week was my birthday.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think anybody was counting.
Well, happy late
She's
birthday,
off having
Koa.
fun with her friends, and I'm here at home just being with you guys, my friends.
It sounds like a terrible burden. But I'm gonna try to get off of the voice now, obviously. Alright, well, a little bit of what's up, Brony, going on with me. I came and I left an anime convention. It was definitely a lot of fun. I handed out a lot of those ribbons that I showcased last week. However, I still have a ton of them. So I decided I'm going to have some fun with these ribbons, and I am going to probably spread them around a little bit during Ponyville Cider Fest, which I will be going to in a couple of weeks. Along with that, I had a recent change in my job description, which is currently giving me a lot of free time, so hopefully I'll be able to... yeah, I'll be able to do that. I do apologize, though. Unfortunately, my allergies have been completely messing with me, or something's been messing with me. I'm hoping allergies and not con crud. But yeah, a lot of stuff. Sorry,
I've got an asterisk in my face.
but yeah, it was a lot of fun at the anime convention. Definitely got a lot of good animes I'm going to be checking out, both old and new. And I also tried my hand at my first attempt at making slightly better ramen than just the 10-cent pack. Granted, I used the same noodles there. I just actually used a chicken stock combined with garlic, bamboo shoots, and some chicken itself. It needs some work. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Well, at least you're trying.
Exactly, I'm trying and I'm learning. And I actually know how to buy bamboo shoots now, which is kind of fun. Anyway, so that's going on with that. Otherwise, we do got Cider Fest coming up soon, and I'm very excited for that. I'll be rooming with Winchester and possibly Crimson. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I'll definitely have a full report on that, as well as the horrible decline of the Brony community, because you know, we're all dying now. The show is over, so Cider Fest will probably be the last bastion where about 5 of us are going to be sitting around a bar drinking beer and singing songs like we're a bunch of old drunken couples. Don't believe the hype!
You say that, but then we refer to TrotCon and go, what about that?
Anybody else have anything to add here? I'm afraid I've gone completely dumbstruck.
Nothing here.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump a little bit into the news. So, like I said, plenty of news to go around. Let's start off with our friends over in Thailand are getting the friendship run.
Which is?
It's a run of friendship. It's literally that. They're doing an annual friendship run with a bunch of basically a bunch of people can run. They do a little bit of a run. You can get an exclusive T-shirt, some medals, some little toys and trinkets for running itself. I'm not exactly sure all of the incredible details here, though some of it looks really, really cool. And it looks like it's a race which, oh wow, 2.5 kilometer, a 5 kilometer, or a 10 kilometer race.
Yeah, they don't mess around with this. That's a real marathon right there.
And apparently there's actually you get a limited edition plus with the packs. Apparently you buy into the packs along with the race itself. But yeah, it looks like a hell of a lot of fun. That does give me a pause for thought here. Where did suddenly my name Lunastar. Where did Lunastar say he was at? Isn't he in that area or?
Yeah, I think he's in that area. We can always ask.
I might have to ask him. He might have to see if he could be our official correspondence over there for whatever for what's going on over there. Of course, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I do apologize if he's somewhere else that sounds similar, or I'm just completely off because I'm insane.
Well, here's the thing: we're somewhat ignorant, and it's just we have a lot of stuff going on in our lives that we can sometimes misplace information.
Right. Any case, so that is going on with the races. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the comics. My Little Pony Comics Feats of Friendship #2 is nearing its release here by next week, and there is already a preview of it in iTunes. Of course, Feats of Friendship deals with the Student 6 and a little bit of turmoil that is going on with them because of a sneaky new student that is sowing distrust in them. Because, of course, you always have to have that 7th person that is trying to completely destroy and mess everything up because they're an evil bastard. Though who is the student, we don't know, and what is going on, we can't tell until more comics come out. But still exciting times. Along with that, though, issue 83 has come out with Detective Twilight Sparkle coming onto the scene once again. In this case, Detective Twilight Sparkle has to find out what happened to the racing turtle that is the grand champion of a big turtle racing league, which is actually among the thralls of friendship. So basically, it's a friendship problem with racing turtles, and Detective Twilight Sparkle unfortunately has to get involved. And obviously, my phone is starting to make lots and lots of noises, so I'm muting that now. I apologize. I'm sure everybody loves the random yaying. It's best not to mess with the yays. Too many yays will give you a tummy ache. I came so close and it didn't quite make. So close.
Oh well, might as well fake.
I do agree with DM12 though. The story was good, but the artwork definitely leaves a bit to be desired. I think the artist is a new artist though, so they're probably just trying to get their groove in before they really start to shine. I do remember saying the same thing about the same artist that did the friendship issues with Fluttershy, especially with the rarity images of Fluttershy. That one I picked apart, and then I told the same artist right to his face and didn't realize it, and that's still been haunting me to this day. Every time I see that the artist is going to convention, I keep thinking, oh dear crap. I keep remembering that. I keep remembering it so much, but he's made some really great art since then. So yeah.
Moral of the story, people: don't judge anything until you've seen more than just one.
No, just give people a chance to shine a little bit more. It takes more than one time to be a good artist, even if you are a renowned artist. But in any case, issue 83 was released. I do recommend picking it up and taking a read. Just be warned that the art style is a little simplistic and does need a little work. But it's not a bad thing. It actually does rather well. So, who wants to be able to tell genders in the show?
Thank you.
I'm gonna leave that other powder keg way alone. No.
Excuse me, I identify as plant.
All right.
Well, in fairness, I identify as robot, so.
So, unfortunately, I just realized I probably should have asked this before putting this up on the big display for everybody to read. But Little Cheese. Now, some people apparently thought Little Cheese was a filly, but apparently he's a colt. Or maybe he isn't.
Well, same curly hair as a cheese sandwich, so why am I surprised?
Well, also, here's the thing. People have always thought, hey, if they use this one body type, that's that gender. My response is, they can use whatever body type they want. They make up the rules. We don't.
Well, here's the thing. Big Jim did basically state out that he was a colt, and he's just so super cute. That's why he has eyelashes like a girl. However, the other thing is that Josh Haber also said that they never identified the child as anything other than Pinky and Cheese's child, so they didn't think about what gender they were going to be. So this could literally be the equivalent of a boy that looks a lot like a girl in the pony universe. I'll leave that up to you.
Okay, see, here's the thing. You want to know why want to know why it doesn't fucking matter? Just look to the little filly that was in the finale, and think about that voice.
Yep. Also, dude looks like a lady. I will not be signed for Aerosmith.
Circuit, are you still there?
I'm moving the robot into the lonely corner.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It's just like
My brain just hurt for a second there. All right, but yeah, we're gonna. So yeah, Little Cheese is apparently a cult, but they weren't sure what to make them because they didn't exactly specify. So yeah, have fun with that one. But as for Kieran, how do you tell a Kieran is a male or a female?
You can't.
Actually, you can.
Thank you.
It has been revealed that Kieran are only tellable by their eyelashes. It's literally
it's
in the eyes.
apparently fun. Because if you pay attention to the scene that's supposed to be played,
Phantom of the Opera.
yeah. Look at those eyelashes. Just look at them.
Well, also actor.
Either that or too much makeup. In the worst way. Well, you know, it could have been that the Phantom of the Opera was a lady. I mean, we're talking about Equestria here. They don't exactly... The gender roles are a little reversed, and also more heavily emphasized on the female. Beep, beep, indeed. Actually, let's see. The technical for sexing an animal identifies gender by looking at its obvious parts. All of the obvious parts are taken. We literally have to go by the eyes. That's the only part we have. But yeah, Big Jim wasn't able to set up an actual obvious gender reference due to time constraints, so eyelashes. Eyelashes are literally the only way to tell a Karen male from female apart.
Well,
Other than obvious things that are best left to fanfic writing.
It's a family picture.
It's a family show.
Ow.
But yeah. So there's the big mystery of the Karen. So let's move on to awesome concept art. So
From the leak?
an artist named an artist named Luke Buxton uploaded a bunch of concept pieces that he did for the My Little Pony movie. And now we get to check them all out online. Which, honestly, I would recommend doing because some of these art pieces was crazy. My apologies, TM12. My apologies. But, yeah. You can actually take a look in here, like, Capper's initial hideout, and Capper looked a lot more like a rat. But, yeah, you got the...
Capper's boss is the rat.
Well, I mean, Capper himself looked kind of weird here.
Yeah,
But
look
it's
on
concept.
screen.
It's all concept.
Yeah.
See, this is why you gotta be careful with concept art, everybody, because concept art just means it's an idea. It doesn't necessarily reflect what they're going to go with in the end.
Also, Clue Town
I
looks
wouldn't
nice.
call that a rat. I'd call it more jackal. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
Clue Town definitely has the whole. This is a place with a lot of hanging stuff around. This is just ground travel.
But yeah, just look. You can really look at all the art here, and it's really amazing.
Well, this is why the movie looks so good, because this is some great concept art to work off of.
Fair enough. Yeah, if you actually look at the art of the MLP movie, there's a bunch of story and lore ideas scrapped that they had. And yeah, some of it was brutal as hell, and it would have been so awesome, but not likely at the same time.
Again, a family picture.
Okay.
Wow.
So-
there's a lot in this.
I know.
Yep.
It is a beautiful, beautiful thing here, and I love every
I'm
bit
going
of
to
it.
have fun with this.
Yeah, remember,
Okay.
people, with the show ending, we get a lot of this stuff coming out of the world.
We're going to move to the lonely corner for a second. Let's go ahead and move on to the next little segment here. Interplay! Unfortunately, this is a bit of good news, bad news situation.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Now, Interplay has released their entire Series 5 trading cards for download. At this point, they've decided that they are not going to be involved with pony cards for much longer, if at all any longer. The Series 5 trading cards, they they basically are going to send them out so people can download the entire image set and print out their own cards if they want. And along with this, I did hear from a bunch of the trading card groups that they are let's see. Well, actually, what's the name of the group here? Bear with me a quick second.
Well, this is just the basic trading cards, the first kind of cards that were coming out, not the actual card game cards.
Yeah,
I
actually
that's still ongoing.
kind of. That actually has also changed as well. And I also know that from information that I received. And I'm trying to load this. Why is Facebook being so slow?
Because it's Facebook.
Yeah, but we're trying to do a show here, and it's
Yeah,
Just skimming
who
through
the
these
fuck
cards,
invented
it's been
Facebook?
really fun.
Mark
Even though
Zuckerberg.
some of them do still have some misprints. Whammy shows up on 2 cards. It's only supposed to be 1.
Okay. Well, Commentary Has Magic has announced that the next card set is not going to be done by Interplay, and in fact, the Interplay has basically handed the reins over to them. At which point they are going to set up a card set that they're going to allow for distribution to other groups so that they can print their own cards and add on to the next expansion to the pony card game. So, the pony card game is not dead, but it is Interplay is no longer printing out cards for the pony card game as well, but it is being handled by Commentary Is Magic, who started to talk about the card game every single week on Twitch. They've taken a lot of the reins with promos, production, ideas, tournaments, things like that. So it's not dead, but it's basically under new management.
Also, it's definitely more fandom versus, retail.
Yeah, well, if it wants to stay as a competitive game through time, it needs to be kept up by something.
Yeah,
True.
It is an interesting idea, and I've already expressed interest that I would like to see about getting the next pack that is introduced, printed out, and actually get the cards made and try them out. So the fact that it is still being encouraged by the group, by fans of the game itself, is somewhat encouraging. That is somewhat encouraging. However, it is also kind of a disappointing blow that the physical merchandise like this is no longer being distributed. However, it also means that all I have to do is print out the entire Series 5 and then collect all the other Series 4s, and I can have the entire card set. Huzzah.
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 So,
Hi, Blink.
and also, I would like to announce that Blanked is now going to be joining us a lot more often here for the near future as a co-host. Hi, Blank.
How do you do, folks?
Welcome back, Blink.
Hello.
Anyway, we already did our little soapbox moment, but did you have anything you wanted to throw out there for What's Up, Brony, or go ahead and continue
You're
on?
breaking
with
up a
this?
little bit for me. Is that just me?
It's you.
Is he spacing out?
It's you.
Might be. I might be just losing my mind. Not much. Getting back into Gundam, because fuck me, I guess. Beyond that, living.
All right.
At that point, I'm going to be making some food here real quick, so I might dip it out of functionality here.
It's
Alright.
okay. It's okay. We're probably going to be talking about the cheese sandwich episode in a moment, so you're not going to be missing much until we get to the actual caption stuff. Give it about 10-15 minutes. Worst case.
No problem.
All right. So there he goes. Let's go ahead and move on a little bit. Now, with the ending of the series, we're still getting some pony content. 2 new videos starring Twilight Sparkle to celebrate the end of the series appeared on Instagram. I swear I played one of these, though, or am I wrong there?
You did.
Okay, so...
It was the I'm asking, okay, what will you do now that the cameras have
Yeah.
stopped rolling?
Yeah.
Twilight, who have you looked up to the most in the past 9 years?
Well, Princess Celestia, of course. She practically taught me everything I know. Without her wisdom and guidance, I wouldn't be the pony I am today.
Too bad I'm not the same pony
Seriously?
tomorrow.
I can't believe you. Although, I wouldn't be the pony I am today without Spike either.
God.
I laugh at his pain. Spike, you ass. But yeah, there we go. And let's go ahead and get into the mobile game a little bit. The latest update of the Game Loft mobile game added the Somberverse event and 2 characters. I didn't get any of it. I was in the middle of a convention, and by the time I realized it was going on, it was already 2 days behind.
Yep.
So I got some gems, but I did not get anything out of this.
I lied. I just went and grabbed a Lunchable.
Lunchable away. However, unfortunately, that means I missed out on everything that happened, and I get to miss out on Anubis. This big, ugly, monstrous thing from the comics. So I'm really annoyed in so many levels.
Ooh, big spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, these weekend things are nice compared to some of the others, but they're still boring. Although, for some reason, it didn't do the Sapphire conversion to gems for me nicely. I got 0 when I should have definitely gotten at least 5.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, that's.
That sounds like lame.
It sounds a lot like lame.
By the way, I love the fact that the comics still had the thing of Sun and Moon being a part of history beyond Celestia and Luna.
There has to be at some point. So let's go ahead and talk t-shirts now, because merchandise is always going to be a thing, and TeePublic once again still has plenty of pony t-shirts for our amusement.
Ooh.
Of course, we
Or
have...
Cly.
Oh yeah,
Either way, also 15 people on Twitch at the moment.
I love you people. Anyway, really
How
quick.
people's I doing?
So really quick, TeePublic does have a main 6 t-shirt, always a lot of fun. A student 6
that's
t-shirt, also a lot of fun. Let's see.
Student 6 is always good.
Oh God! Rainbow, Karen Rainbow Dash.
Hey, relative topic to what we have to draw.
Dear world. Of course, they also have fan t-shirts, so you can show off that you are a fan of one of several different ponies.
Let me guess, they just replaced the text and image.
Well, they also replaced the color of the
Yep.
shirt.
But you can get it in any color shirt.
Yeah, well, I mean, for the preview image. Do I have to fight you for everything?
Nope.
Well, then stop it. So, moving on. So, yep. Let's, okay, grabbing things. Okay, for those of you who follow the Brony community, here's a Brony Buck with a Princess Brony t-shirt. It kind of looks like a mix between Brony paper towels and just princessing up everything.
That's the joke.
Right. You always know how men leave the toilet seat top. That's the joke. Okay. But yeah, I'm just shooting through these. A lot of them are fun images, silly faces. Rarity is Megara. I do like that so much. I really do like those bona fide Disney characters.
Mm-hmm. Although, to be fair, Dash was the closest we got to a full-on Megara.
And of course, we have a T-shirt celebrating the series finale with Princess Twilight and her latest apprentice. And just because we have to have a silly one, here's a Cozy Glow wielding an axe.
Did you forget the apprentice's name?
Lustodon.
I didn't forget the princess's name. I forgot Lusterton's name.
Exactly, that's what I was asking.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll make it up to you. Here's also a T-shirt of My Little Pony Ta to celebrate the release of the Celestia's offspring in Pokemon. Let's face it, we know exactly what these things are. Celestia's been getting busy with the Ponyta of Pokemon, and now these are running around.
You should say Rapidash, because that's the adult version, I believe.
I stand by my statement. But that is it for t-shirts, and that is it for community content. Now let's go to our content. Say what?
I think there's another horse Pokemon.
Legendary? Actually, there's several. Caldio and the Three Swords.
Well,
yeah. That'd be a lot.
Well, let's go ahead and go on to the fan submissions for the week. Of course, we have Ponyman64, who submits a story once again. Does anybody want to read it, or should I go ahead and...
I'll give it a shot.
All right, then. You got it. You got it. Caldos, it's in our content creation or our show notes, whichever you prefer.
Okay, I'm going to go to content creation, because that seems like it'd be easier to find.
Literally at the bottom there.
Right at the bottom? Alright. Ponyman64. Oh, hey, it's just written in the chat. Perfect. Awesome. Ahem. Rainbow Dash and Applejack walked in the forest on the way to the Kirin village. Aren't we late for the Pony Art Challenge? Asked Rainbow Dash. Yes, but the Kirin Challenge, said Applejack. They entered the village, and the enthusiastic Kirin began to crowd around. Okay, said Applejack. Who's first? AJ and Dash pulled out their buffing machines and began to buff the Kirin's backs. Suddenly, a Nirik popped out of nowhere and shouted, I wanted to be first. AJ calmly responded by saying, hold your horses. You'll get your turn.
Well read. Well read. And we also have for an art entry from Toa, because nobody else. We have Nirik Takira. Wow. Okay. Is there any way I can get this any bigger here?
If need be, I'll put the image, because it is just a sizing thing.
But yeah, it's definitely a sizing thing, and I'm trying to. Okay. Wow.
Did you post it on DeviantArt, because that might be
I did.
easier rather than the Tumblr, because Tumblr doesn't like various image sizes.
Here we go. Okay, so apparently this is dealing with Circuit Nirik, who's really pissed off until he gets a beer. So,
Snickers?
Apparently, except in this case it's beer. Now, I wish I could officially say that this is now the first ever instance of Kirin Circuit, but it's not.
Because I've done it before.
Well, there's that. And also, I also was part of a Discord contest that was going on for about a week to celebrate the Kirin Festival, as I mentioned last week. And I won. I did not expect it, but somehow I won. So I asked, you know what, they had these awesome Galaxy Kirin that they were posting up for the main six and a few other people, and I'm just like, okay, can I get one of Circuit? And then a little bit of discussion, and here we have a Galaxy Circuit Kirin in 4 different flavors. Granted, it's not 100% exactly what a Circuit coloring. The eyes are off, but that's other than everything else. The eyes are pretty much the only thing.
Pretty.
It's very pretty. It's very pretty.
Side note, with Toa's comic, if you play it in reverse, it could sort of be, with a little bit of adjustment, what happens when you give Circuit Kirin beer and then he finds out it's actually just pee.
I will give Toa a little bit of credit, though. I really wish he would put a little bit more animation into his walking instead of just kind of still figures. But at least he had an interesting idea and a pretty good joke out of it.
He's got some panels. I'll give him credit.
Yeah,
he went through effort to make some panels. There we go.
He did go through some effort, and I do appreciate that. So here is my entry and also my delayed entry for Inktober Day 18 because I'm behind massively once again convention.
You too? No way.
So yeah, here's a Misfit Kieran. And while we do that, let's go ahead and go to our judging here. And I'm going to go with Ponyman 64 because it was actually a fun, silly story. Though I am going to give some credit to Toa for his interesting idea with the Narek and Kieran circuit and the beer.
I appreciate that, boss.
I'm going to give it to Toa because Toa made a Narek, and that was my challenge right there. Which, I mean, the story did also include a Narek, which also does classify. And I will give him some pity points because he ended up having me read his story, which, let's be honest, is the greatest of all.
So Toa wins by sympathy and pity.
No. Maybe? Sure.
Yeah, Ponyman wins.
Oh, come on. Let me have my
fun. I'm fine with not winning this. This is just me having fun.
Okay. But I did like the whole idea of you winning by pity and sympathy.
I'll win one of the ways sooner or later.
All right. So, and also Steam Engine just posted his. There we go. So thank you, Steam Engine, for your random post. While we're going to go ahead and post up Steam Engines, and I'm double checking to make sure we had no more art entries because content creation has been really busy this week. Let's face it. Nope.
Yeah, I've been posting Goretober stuff that's not overly gory.
Which kind of misses the point, but I'll leave it alone. So let's go on to next week's challenge. Now, I had one in line. However, I would like to also celebrate the fact that we have Blanked with us once again. Blanked, I'm going to give it to you because I am also going to ask you to participate in this art challenge for next week. Blanked.
And he's not paying attention.
Headset's doing its thing. Give me a second.
Okay.
Headset's not paying attention.
Okay, so
Headset's
Blanked.
paying less attention than I am.
So did you get all of that, or should I go ahead and reiterate?
No, you might have to actually fucking repeat because thank you, headset.
Okay, so for next week's challenge, I did have something in mind. However, in order to I decided to celebrate you coming back onto the show, and also to give you a bit of a challenge for yourself. I want you to tell me what next week's art next week's creative challenges. We got to call it a creative challenge because it's not just art, it's drawing, writing, music, whatever you got.
I mean, not to be a shite, but art is literally in the eyes of a beholder. Well,
yeah, but I mean, the whole idea is just to give people a chance to try to express their creativity and to give it, and yeah, anyway.
Now, well, I could be a shite and just say, hey, I came back so you can do somebody returning. Might want to say that for something else. If anybody who does or does not know me knows I'm a fucking shitlord for Halloween, so let's have something spooky and fun.
Spooky and fun. You heard it, everybody. Spooky and fun.
Somebody in costume, somebody handing out treats, just do something cute. Hell, just make a fucking little, if you like music, just make a little spook jingle.
And I am also going to challenge Blank to create a piece of art to post for next week with that theme in mind as well.
Hey, I'll do it.
All right, so he's up to the challenge, everybody. But we also have the familiar and fun Protest Initiative Challenge.
I don't know if it's familiar or fun, but I'll accept it. Anyways, this week's Protest Initiative Challenge, because it was going to be pumpkins until someone went with spooky, which pumpkins could technically be lumped into the Halloween category. I guess we'll go with apple cider.
Ooh.
I got a big picture of local cider in my fridge.
Sweet. If you want to take a picture of that and submit it, that won't count, but...
We'll enjoy it all the same.
Well, unless you put a pony next to it. You can call it poetic art or some poetic photograph or something.
Oh, and Toa will like this. It's from Kansas. Yay!
Okay, DM12. No, we are not just doing the episode. We are going to talk about the episode real fast, but afterwards we're doing a caption. We're doing captions for images because that is going to be the fun. But we also need to catch up on the 2 episodes we missed now that the series is finally over. And then probably the Equestria Girl specials, but that's a whole nother kettle.